It's Blazing Hot 91, the Blazing Hot Morning Show. Let's take a pause for health, healing, and Hampton Roads. On the phone with me, I have Tommy Bennett. He is the president of the NAACP in Danville, Virginia, in the western part of the state. He is no stranger to Hampton Roads, better known as Aruba. Tommy, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right.
What's happening in Hampton Roads?
Hey, a lot's happening at Hampton Roads, and I'm glad to have you on the phone line. I should say, what's happening with the Danville NAACP?
The Danville NAACP, only thing I can say, we're on the move.
All right.
We are in our season. I took the office June 1st, had an open house July 3rd, with the Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, and it has been a surge of nothing but new and different and new and different. What?
Mm-hmm.
Membership.
There you go.
My membership has grown. And I can't, look, everywhere I go, I have to have applications in my car.
Wow.
People walk up to me, hand me a check. And guess what? Not joining just yearly, I am getting $750 from some for lifetime membership.
That's great.
And I would say, NAACP started 1909, and guess what?
What's that?
We have a flex of white and blacks. We don't turn down anybody. There's two things that we cover. We don't do criminal cases, and we don't do domestic violence. Mm-hmm. But we will go to fight for you if there's discrimination, if fair housing. We tackle those type of, and, people losing jobs because of race or because they're a woman, or if you're not getting equal pay. Those are the things that we go after.
Wow, that is definitely great. Now, we're in a season now in which a lot has happened in the world. We have the racial tensions that are going on because of the senseless murders that has happened with the police on black crime. We have had a lot going on with COVID-19, restricting things. We have had now the census actually coming down, and now we're at voter registration and getting ready to be activated to go out and vote. Now, let's talk about voter registration now. What is the deadline to actually register to vote?
The deadline is October 13th. October 13th, 5 o'clock p.m. is your deadline. And we're encouraging everyone. Around the state of Virginia, early voting started on the 18th of September. Mm-hmm. So you can really go out and vote today. Mm-hmm. You can go so you won't have to get caught up in lines, because just like you said, this year it's a little different because of the COVID-19 that we're going to have all the social distance, how they're going to set it up. I can't wait to see on election day. I voted on the 18th. Because I wanted to make sure that I got in there and didn't have to get in that line. And then I could get out on the 3rd and help other folks get to the polls, and to make sure we monitor to make sure that everybody's vote is counted.
Now, you're doing something very special inside of your region as an NAACP and making sure that people are active and that they are getting registered to vote and they're actually getting out to the polls?
Yes. Today, I have joined forces with Averett University, and we're doing today from 11 to 2. It's called Rock the Vote. And what a lot of companies are coming together and organizations, and we are pushing voter registration. NAACP does not endorse a candidate, but we are pushing voter registration. And also this week, it's Voter Education Week.
Mm-hmm.
And so after we get our people registered, we also have to go back and make sure people are educated on how to vote, what to vote for. A lot of people have never seen a sample ballot. A lot of people don't know where to call to get a free ride. Now, this year it's going to be a little different. From what I understand in Hampton Roads, that the churches are going to have vans out, and you can call different churches to get a ride to the poll. But this time we can't pack the vans. You can only take one or two. Then you got to wipe it down, sanitize it, and then go back out. It's going to take a little longer, so that's why we need more people to provide people with rides to the poll.
All right, you were just talking about wiping the vans down. Now, since COVID-19 is out here, how are the polling places going to be handling? Do you know of being sanitary during this time of a pandemic?
Now, from what I understand, I know here in Danville, they have built a lot of like shields around the registrar's office. You usually just walk in, it's an open desk. Now you walk in and it's like going to a prison and talking through somebody through a glass.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they got it.
Right, set up.
Everything is set up that way. Now, and so you can't have that physical contact. And everybody, even I travel with boxes in my car. I have hand sanitizers, and I keep masks just in case a person walks out without a mask. Because a lot of people just jump out. Some don't have them, and some just forget to put them on. So, look, man, you got to put your mask on and make sure you keep your hands clean.
Mm-hmm. That is very good information, especially the CDC definitely says do that during this time of COVID-19. Now, Tommy, real quick, because we are talking here in Hampton Roads about getting out and going to the polls, any words that you want to leave directly for Hampton Roads since you have left here and went to Danville?
Look, I love Hampton Roads. Even when I retired 2 years ago, I would come back, and I still come back. I give a shout-out to all of my Hampton Roads, but I'm so happy that right here in Danville, I have members of my chapter that are graduates of Norfolk State University.
Yes.
And meeting your fine president in Richmond at the General Assembly and at the governor's mansion, Norfolk State has one of the best presidents I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. I mean, she is phenomenal. And you always have had great presidents, but this one, I really love her.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Dr. J, definitely. She'll be on our show on Friday to talk about everything, too. But Tommy,
you make sure you tell her that I hope her ratings are better than mine today. Tell her she's following some stiff competition today.
There you go.
But we really want to, if any year that we need to vote, we are pushing. Mm-hmm. Please, everyone, if you know someone in jail that has not been convicted or sentenced by the third, they have a right to vote. You need to get your absentee balance to your loved ones in the nursing home, folks in residential living. Everybody should vote. Everybody has a right to vote. Those 4 little girls who was bombed in Alabama, think about them and tell me why you should vote. Think about those 8 people who was murdered in South Carolina at prayer service. Think about everything. Think about our grandparents. I went with my grandmother to vote for the very first time in 1964, right here in Danville. So we got to get out and vote, because voting, the choice is yours. If you don't vote, the choice is theirs.
Strong words there from Tommy Bennett, president of the NAACP in Danville. Tommy, thanks a lot for taking a few moments with us to talk about getting out and voting. Definitely.
Yes. I love you all. I love what you're doing. Great show. Give my love to Cheryl, Heart Attack, Tony, and I love that game.
All right.
Come back to Hampton Roads. Guess what? I'm coming to the station and sit next to you and do the show.
Come on, Tommy. I open that door up all the time, brother. All right. It's the Blazing Hot Morning Show. Aruba Tommy Bennett, president at NAACP Danville. Thanks a lot for being on Health Healing in Hampton Roads. It's Blazing Hot 91. We'll get through this together.